is now time for the formal introductions. The following is a welterweight Grand Prix bout and will consist of 2 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing first, blue corner, fighting out of the Combat Performance Academy and Reps MMA, Hassan Hussain. And introducing his opponent in the right corner, fighting out of the MMA Academy, Reuben Beresford.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in a matter of 9 minutes perhaps, we're going to find out who joins Malachi Edwards in the welterweight Grand Prix final. We have Reuben Beresford fighting out of the MMA Academy Liverpool. He's in the red corner, the yellow Eric Shorts, as he takes on the Combat Performance Center and Reps MMA man Hassan Hussain in the purple camo. Lots of experience, 16 fights between these two amateurs, so there's not going to be much they haven't seen.
No, we've seen a lot of, especially here at UKFC, never in a boring fight. It was a nice cheeky kick to the liver. But yeah, 2 top-level guys vying for this spot in the final. Interesting to see. Before, Hussain was sat in his corner waiting for Beresford to come out. Beresford had like a 1,000-yard stare thing going on, like completely different demeanors between them.
Now Beresford trying to secure the clinch up against the cage.
Hussain using that left arm to try and lift his opponent's head up. You can get underneath that and keep his head high above your shoulder. It's difficult for him to take you down. Doing the right things, and now he's got his head up and pummeling for a underhook on the opposite side, trying to turn his back off the fence.
It's almost like you've done this before, Jim.
Once or twice. Stuck a few people to the fence in return.
Beautiful turn there by Hussain, and
yeah, did the hard work, and now he's good head position there. Left underhook, right head inside. These small battles can make a difference when it comes to success or failure on the fence there. At this point in time, most people now, know how to defend on the fence reasonably well. So it comes down to these, the small percentages. Good. Breaks off though and goes body head, does Hussain.
And with the exception of a couple of, perhaps a body kick and a leg kick, the striking has been very, very even at the moment. Just slides out of range there, didn't he? Hussain.
It's sort of half went in for that takedown, realised Hussain was striking, but Hussain had fully committed. Big overhand.
Hussain backing Beresford up.
Yeah, happy to go to the body, shooting them shots to the body, and then I think you're going to see him fire another overhand over the top. He's confident there. He's controlling the centre of the cage, pushing Beresford back to the fence of his striking, getting into a more advantageous striking position, as I was saying, and he looks very comfortable at the moment in these stand-up exchanges.
Yeah, he's slipping shots really well, just moving the head just out of the way. Shots are missing by millimeters, but that's exactly what Hussain wants, and then he comes forward again.
Yeah, sticking a jab into the body. Good setups for right hand and left hook over the top once you get the guy defending his body. And he went body head there. Beresford looking for the knee, can't go to the head. We've seen that a few times tonight. Saying not phased, but Beresford's going to have to be careful with that one.
Not a lot of time left in that round. They touch gloves, and sometimes the problem, he says tongue-in-cheek, with competitive matchmaking is it's really difficult to separate the fighters.
Yeah, and especially these guys who are in a tournament and would rather do less time than more.
Second round underway. They need... Inside leg kick just misses. Thought we were going to get the round to music.
Fall into rhythm. Sound nice. Long jab there. Like, nice pullback, gets just out of the way and then wants to counter from there.
And I've got to be honest, I think if Hassan fights the same round, doesn't rush too much, doesn't overextend, doesn't waste a load of energy, he's going to earn his way into that final. I think Beresford needs to make a stamp on this round in order to see a third.
Yeah, goes for the shot there. Seemed half committed, and Hussain was ready for it. You know, already in place, and that's a good left hook.
Hussain managing to back Reuben Beresford up a little bit.
Yeah, Beresford's not getting respect from Hussain with his jab. He's just allowing him to come in and shut the distance, win with those shots.
Another big body shot. And then we saw it there, just slips out. I mean, he just slips the head out of range to Hassan, which allows him to keep the distance.
So 1-2 and then goes body head, mixing up these shots nicely. Slow kick's been working for him as well. I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. Beresford half in a single and gives it up.
Again, it's Beresford. Oh, that right hand lands. It's Beresford skirting around the edge of the cage. And
Hassan calling him on, saying,
yeah,
where are you going?
Hassan Hussain's here for a fight. He's gonna, beautiful left.
He's always that way when you see him fight, you know what I mean? He wants to go, happy to go toe to toe. He's not afraid of talking to his opponent in there. He's that style of fighter.
You know, in a 4-5 record, where I've seen most of, if not all of Hassan Hussain's fights, and I don't think I've ever seen him quite as confident in quite as in. It's nice to see.
Yeah, he looks like he's leveled up. It definitely does. He looks sharp, looks confident.
And again, you know that the rounds that Beresford's going to be getting at the MMA Academy are going to be rounds that would sharpen any fighter. So, but it's Hassan pressuring Beresford up against the cage, trying to slip around to the back. One hook in.
Climb in for the old broom handle.
Trying to
sliding the left arm in. So this potential there, he's not going to have the time now.
No, but it is, you know, nice knees to the body, but one was a little bit low.
I don't think there's much in. I don't think Beresford's phased by it. Not much in it, but he'll give him a little bit of time. But we've got a matter of seconds now. When he comes back from there, let's. I mean, I don't think there's going to be time enough for him to be able to.
Well, we're not going to take a point, right? Okay. So 5 seconds left. Unless the MMA gods have something very different in store for us, our welterweight Grand Prix final will be Manchester top teams Malachi Edwards against the Combat Performance Center and Reps MMA's Hassan Hussain. No complaint from either fighter, no complaint from either corner, so they must have felt it was tight. We got 3 minutes to separate the two of them.
Absolutely, you know, and this is a second chance for Beresford, in my opinion. You know, if he can put some pressure on now, he's got a chance to snatch this victory.
And he seems to have started the round with a little more urgency.
Yeah, he definitely has. He's coming out, popping his shots. That's a good left hand with a right over the top. And he's definitely throwing more volume. I think he knows he's got to come out and try and take this fight now.
And somewhere, you know, Malachi Edwards is rubbing his hands together going, go on, boys, work real hard for 3 more minutes. I mean, Beresford pressuring Hussain up against the cage.
Yeah, and, you know, there's only a round to it. You now know you only have to win a round. But Hussain did a good job turning his back off there, but, you know, if he gets pressed along here for big portions of this round.
If nothing else, the judges will be looking at control.
And he's looking at the judge to, I think maybe it was a low knee or something, I'm not quite sure, but Hassan now really got to get the impetus, trying to get out back to the center and get back into his striking game.
And do you think, is there any chance that Hussain went back to that corner after the second round thinking, well, I'm going back to rest for a little bit?
Every chance, I thought it, so
if that's the case, you're going to have to, he's had to reset his entire kind of way of thinking in 30 seconds. And
yeah, but here we go, his breaks off, and now he's got to put some pressure on. He's done a great job the first 2 rounds of backing his man up and landing his shots. He can't get stuck on the fence, but Beresford to come out and start turning things around and, you know, dialing up the pressure, it's a credit to him as well.
Absolutely, no quit at all in these. And then we've seen it all night tonight here at the UK Fighting Championships. These guys come to fight.
Hassan back in the space that he wants. Good hips there, turns it back off the fence.
Yeah, beautiful. Not allowing Beresford to get the clinch. Oh, beautiful shot to the body there.
Hook to the body and then a chopping right hand over the top and a smile from Hussain. He knows that one lands a good uppercut. And there he goes again, smiling at Beresford. Oh, and a big shrug off.
And then, yeah, don't play that game there. He's going to bring him back up. This is great fight IQ from Hussain.
Yeah, don't get too close. You know, he has to pick his shots and not allow that entry from Beresford when the pressure's on.
He can't miss with that right hand at the moment.
And Beresford looks a little bit tired now after that initial exertion in the start of the third round.
He did push hard. He came out pushing hard in the third. Look, but now Hussain going through the gears a little bit. Nate Diaz in him. Well,
I'm not saying anything this time.
Now, somebody's gonna face Malachi Edwards in the welterweight Grand Prix final, and I'm gonna wait for the MC to let us know who that is.
Please put your hands together for these two gentlemen in the cage at this time. Thank you. I can confirm we do have a winner, and joining Malachi Edwards in the welterweight final is the blue corner, Hassan Hussain. He was the winner by unanimous decision.